Hello friends, again today I am before you with the model answer of yesterday's question. Now, if you remember, yesterday we gave a question from philosophy of religion. So now let us see what is the question and what can be the model answer for that. Now the question reads like, explain Aquinas' cosmological argument. Is it sufficient to prove God's existence? So basically, there are two parts in this. First is what is the cosmological argument of Aquinas, Thomas Aquinas. And then second is whether it is sufficient to prove God's existence. Now this we'll have to reply in 300 words. Now we'll start again with a very engaging kind of start. Why does anything exist at all? For Thomas Aquinas, this fundamental question leads reason to God. In his book Summa Theologica, he develops the cosmological argument building on the legacies of Plato, Aristotle, and Islamic thinkers like Avicenna and Al-Ghazali to demonstrate that universe requires a necessary foundation, that is God. And this is the cosmological argument basically. So first paragraph, we have in a brief described the cosmological argument. We have engaging start. Then we have also mentioned some other philosophers who inspired Thomas Aquinas for this kind of argument. And we have also referred his book, Summa Theologica. So all these things are there in there. Then now let us go in detail. What is his argument basically? Now Aquinas offers three core formulations of this argument. What are these three core formulations? Let us see that. First is argument from motion. Everything in motion is moved by another. An infinite regress of movers is impossible. Therefore, there must be a first unmoved mover, that is God, who is pure actuality, that is actus purus. So, this is argument from motion. Second is argument from efficient cause. Every effect has a cause. A chain of causes cannot regress infinitely. Hence, there must be a first uncaused cause, and that is God, who initiates all causality. Third is argument from contingency. All beings we observe are contingent. If everything were contingent, there would have been a time when nothing existed, but something exists. Therefore, there must be a necessary being, that is God, whose existence is self-explanatory. So this is argument from contingency. Now, basically, these arguments draw heavily from the Aristotelian metaphysics. So this is again because earlier also we have told that he has based his argument from Plato and Aristotle. So again, we are telling the same thing. Rejecting infinite regress and emphasizing causal dependency. This is basically Aristotelian metaphysics main argument. Now, let us critically evaluate what this argument, what are positive points, what are negative points, who are the critics who have criticized this argument. Now, David Hume, he is empiricist, David Hume rejected the idea of necessary existence as unintelligible and saw causation as a mental habit. Because Hume has rejected causation, he has rejected induction. So accordingly, the argument based on cause and effect, definitely he is going to reject. So, and cosmological argument is that kind of argument, so he rejects that. Immanuel Kant, another thinker, great thinker, argued that cosmological argument smuggles in flawed ontological argument. Basically, Kant says that cosmological argument is based on ontological argument, and since ontological argument is itself flawed, so therefore, same flaw continues in cosmological argument also, and therefore it is rejected. Bertrand Russell dismissed the need for explanation. The universe is just there, he says, and there is no need for some cause for that. Leibniz, however, defended a variant through the principle of sufficient reason, because I mean, it is not the same argument of Thomas Aquinas, but it's a variant of that. That is principle of sufficient reason, positing God as the best explanation for why there is something rather than nothing. So that was the explanation from Leibniz. Modern science, what modern science says, that also we should see, because in whichever question modern science views are relevant, we should definitely quote that. So here it's relevant. So modern science, especially quantum mechanics, questions the universality of causality, further complicating Aquinas' premises. So basically, they also do not support Aquinas' concept. So in conclusion, Aquinas constructs a rational bridge, not a final destination. His cosmological argument is a powerful metaphysical invitation, but not a demonstration beyond doubt, because a lot of criticism is there and it is not a conclusive proof as well. It gestures toward a necessary being, but faith must walk where reason reaches its origin. So basically, this conclusion means it's not a very conclusive argument, but yes, if you have faith, definitely you can believe in that, but it's not beyond doubt still. So now this completes the model answer for this in about 300 words. You have seen that conclusion and beginning both are quite engaging. The quotes are there from different philosophers. Balanced criticism is there. View from modern science has also been incorporated. And Thomas Aquinas' argument has anyway explained in detail. So this makes this answer quite good answer and model answer. Now let us see what question we will take up tomorrow. Tomorrow we will take up this question, that is from socio-political philosophy. How should a state balance individual freedom with social security? How should the state balance individual freedom with social security? This question we are going to discuss tomorrow, and then we will try to provide a model answer. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. Tomorrow again we will meet with the question which we will discuss from socio-political philosophy. Thank you one and all.